Public charging infrastructure is a critical aspect that is getting people excited about the electric future of transportation. Think of the freedom of not having to worry about your EV's range or the annoyance of constant low battery notifications. Nearly half of consumers, however, will not make a purchase if public charging options are unavailable or inadequate. Come explore the exciting world of public charging with us and learn why it's the key to realizing the full potential of EVs. Increasing interest in electric vehicles can be attributed to a number of issues, including those related to the environment, lower running costs, and technological progress. As more people think about making the switch from gas-powered cars to EVs, they will inevitably contemplate how easy it would be to charge their cars while away from home. As many manufacturers, not just Tesla, prepare to increase output to meet the soaring demand, electric vehicles are now available in a wide range of body shapes and pricing points. The majority of the government's EV charging network build-out is set to begin this year, but as one significant shopping survey and the ensuing analysis have discovered, there is one deal breaker that could halt a wave of EV adoption. Some would-be buyers of electric vehicles are choosing to wait a few more years to fill up at the gas station because of the delayed spread of public chargers. According to the findings of the 2023 U.S. Electric Vehicle Consideration Study by J.D. Power, which was released this month, 26% of new vehicle shoppers stated that they were extremely likely to consider purchasing an EV, which is an increase from the 24% who said the same thing in the same study a year earlier. The proportion of people who said they were generally likely to buy an EV also increased by 2 percentage points, to 61%. Power reports that while the number of available models has increased by 33% over the previous year, the number of available chargers has increased by only 13% during the same time frame. And that really is the deciding factor for many of these EV buyers. According to Power's research, nearly half of consumers cite a lack of charging stations as the main reason for passing on an electric vehicle. Those thinking about purchasing a Tesla also point to the improved availability of charging stations as a reason to do so. Tesla owners put more miles on their EVs each year than owners of any other major brand. The company also clarified that charging at home is not the issue, or at least not to the same extent as it was previously believed to be. For most EV owners, the convenience of charging at home is a major selling point, according to Stuart Straub. Customers are hesitant to buy because of the rare occasions when they might be used, like a family road trip. The expansion of public charging stations is not keeping pace with the increase in the number of electric vehicles on the road. There are some clear signs that consumer attitudes toward EVs have shifted in the past few years. A longer commute now correlates with increased EV consideration since it helps lower fuel costs, thanks to the availability of longer-range EVs and an understanding of the operating cost advantages of EVs. After accounting for the respondents' locations, demographics, and other personal information, Power received 8,136 responses from consumers for the current survey from February to May 2023. As has been noted before, the corporation emphasizes the importance of first-hand exposure to EVs in encouraging their purchase. Those who have even just ridden in one are twice as likely to think about buying one. Ipsos released its findings this week, and they revealed that misunderstandings about the price of EVs were a major factor in the decline of interest in these vehicles. Plug-in hybrid drivers have shown a significant increase in interest in EVs this year. Power reported an increase of 11 percentage points in PHEV drivers who are very likely to choose an EV this year, most likely due to the wider availability of EVs. While some new EVs from Ford and GM may only feature the Tesla NACS port beginning in 2025, both companies have confirmed in recent weeks that they will enable drivers access to the top-rated Tesla supercharging network beginning early next year with app functionality and a provided adapter. In a press statement, J.D. Power's Straub highlights the significance of the recent developments. Obviously, the company doesn't yet have data showing how the availability might affect consumers' opinions. Earlier this spring, Power published research showing that consumers were rejecting electric vehicles at a higher rate than before, due to factors including price and charging convenience. Adding Tesla's extensive charging network could be a wise investment for GM and Ford if it helps them reverse those rejections. Public charging infrastructure is becoming increasingly important, and governments, businesses, and organizations around the world are heavily investing in its growth. Efforts are being made to alleviate the fears of prospective EV purchasers by increasing the number of charging stations in public locations, highways, and commercial areas. The availability of public charging stations is a major factor in many people's consideration of purchasing an EV. Crucial aspects that can make or break a sale are the number, location, and accessibility of public charging stations. Efforts to increase the availability of public charging stations. As time marches on, one thing becomes very clear: public charging infrastructure is what's pushing the mass market toward EVs. The accessibility and dependability of public charging stations are driving the EV revolution, which is important to nearly half of consumers. Is this also a deal breaker for you? Let us know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and share this video. If you want to stay in the loop on all things EV, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy driving!